Okay, so we got Dearborn, which is about 40 minutes away from me. We're reacting to Sony Faz. I don't know, Sony Faz. He is a YouTuber that used to react to Mr. Andrew Tate with his mother, blew up from there, ended up accepting Islam, uh, and so did his mom, even though they were both very Christian. And he has a uncle who I don't know if he was always Muslim or what the case was, but he's Muslim now. So it's very interesting to see. And we're gonna see what's been going on. Dearborn's like 40 minutes away from me, and I've heard about this from my own mom yesterday. So let's see what's going on.
Christians have been marching on Muslim-infested Dearborn, Michigan. So let's check.
I've heard, but this is from the news, so you can't really trust it. I've heard that in Dearborn, you can hear the azan, which is the call to prayer. Um, I've been to Dearborn a couple times, never heard the azan, but maybe I was in the wrong spots, or maybe it's just a lie. But there's a lot of fear that it's going to turn into a Sharia law state, which you guys wish. You guys wish it was Sharia law. That would be amazing. We'd have less crime and a lot of other good things, but economic prosperity, less inflation, but let's just go ahead and move past with that because unfortunately America doesn't really allow us to have a Sharia law state, and it is their country, so fair enough. It is a secular country, not a Christian country, but a secular country. So we got this clown. Um, okay. This is gonna be good. Look at him. He looks like a. Okay, let's play it out.
Check this out, bro. Let me show you what's going on.
Notice how you never heard nothing about Dearborn, Michigan at all, but now the media is telling you to pay attention there.
So guy on the left with the leather jacket, that's obviously Sonny, and that's his uncle. I mean, obviously, it's not gonna be reverse.
They send agitators. It's not by accident.
Well,
This is what you call a color revolution. Go ahead. We'll get into that later.
We're live in Dearborn, Michigan for the March Against Islamification. We will not let our country fall and become like London. We will stand strong against these Islamic.
Okay, I've never been to London, but Dearborn is nothing like London. But okay.
Invaders, these jihadis will have to go. Christians in America, you need to stand up before your daughters are raped in the streets like the animals that they think we are. They call us kafirs. They hate us and they want to destroy white people and Christian America. We will not allow it to happen. Dearborn, Michigan.
they want to destroy white people.
3 p.m. today.
Yeah, we're not really a skin color, but okay.
Schaefer Road and Michigan.
Are they aware that Jesus was Middle Eastern or? Okay, I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with this. You can't obviously call someone from 7th century Arabia a pedophile because that term didn't even exist, nor did the concept exist. It was culturally normal. But I mean, that's obviously an academic, dishonest argument. And honestly, I always think that the hate towards Muslims, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, it's gonna trigger a lot of people, is jealousy. I genuinely believe it's jealousy. They don't have what we have. We have strong values, strong morals, and you don't find that with any other religion nowadays. They're very complacent with the West, with secular atheistic ideologies, and the Muslims are, for the most part, at least compared to the other religions, quite based. We did abandon Sharia law, which is not good, but inshallah we can bring it back.
Avenue,
It's just jealousy.
peaceful march standing strong against the jihadi Muslims.
One last thing before we play this out. I saw a clip of this guy. I'll try to find it for you guys, but this is an ex-IDF soldier, as well as he kissed the wall. There's like a certain wall, like the Jew lover's kiss or something. And he says that he loves Israel and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure, since he was an IDF soldier, if that is true, that he's an agent. And I think that's what the uncle's referring to when he said that he's planted.
God bless America.
Because the Jews want. God bless America. Okay. Because the Jews obviously want fighting between the Muslims and Christians while the Jews carry on with their agenda. The more hate they can develop towards Muslims, the better it is for them so they can continue what they're doing in Palestine. So they can create the new canal instead of the Suez Canal, which will generate about $6 billion a year. So that's kind of the end goal, but that's a whole video for another time. And that's not a crazy conspiracy. It's pretty obvious and makes a lot of sense.
Bro.
Clear agenda. to distract from another group of people who love islands because they're all what? Island boys.
I think Nick actually summarized the Muslim hate the best. Shout out to Nick, by the way.
Nick Fuentes is a G.
Why? What did he
the-
say about it?
He's the only one of these influencers that didn't fall for the propaganda.
He's not taking the bait, even though sometimes he has bad things to
He's
say about it?
actually intelligent. He recognizes that
It's a
on
distraction.
the list of problems in America, Muslims, if they're even on the list of problems,
How are we problem? We're not even that big of an illegal, like the illegal immigrants. That's like from the illegal immigrants. I'm pretty sure Muslims are very low on that scale. Very low.
are at the very bottom.
Phew, he
Muslims-
said that?
Yeah, bro, Muslims aren't even the majority of immigrants coming into this country.
Bro, by the time what they're claiming is going to happen, they're going to take over the West, this country won't even be here the way it's being run. It will.
That's actually a very good point. America's been around for less than 250 years. 2026 will be the 250th anniversary of America, so next year, and it's already on the decline. So peak America was 15, 20 years before that. That was like the end of peak America. Now it's been steadily on the decline. I'd say since 9/11 and then the 2008 market crash.
Will not even be here. Just financially. Forget wars. Forget
Yeah.
just financially. The way the trajectory we're on,
It's over, bro.
they stop making pennies. Why do you think they stop making pennies, bro? That's like removing
Really?
decimal points.
That's crazy. We've reached that level of inflation. That's the first step. You stop making sense.
Could you imagine removing decimal points from money?
Sense.
Because the whole play is into a crypto technocracy that is one world order for the entire world.
That is not a conspiracy theory. So Europe is already implementing this or trying to implement this. People in London are voting against it in Great Britain, the UK or whatever. It's like a digital coin that they're trying to do. Very scary stuff. And we're gonna have to cover this later this week. Let's do it this weekend actually. I want to also get nice lighting because I don't have nice lighting. We're gonna set up the lighting. We already have a nice seating here. We're gonna try to set this thing up.
And that's the plan. But they need a distraction. They need an enemy. They need to channel your frustration. It's not Muslims that are creating inflation in America. It's not Muslims that are breaking up your homes. It's not Muslims that are pushing disgusting
Jews.
filth on your children. It's not Muslims that are making you drink where millions of people die every year drunk driving.
It's not Muslims why you're not smashing your girl and having kids. Pause. Sorry.
It's not Muslims that are creating a 60% divorce rate. It's actually the opposite. They are the traditional nuclear family. It's not Muslims that are telling your daughters to wear bikinis and go out and sleep with a million men.
They're outbreeding us. They're outbreeding us.
Yeah, maybe you should return to God. We wish you were a Christian nation.
Let me show you.
We wish you were a Christian nation, but you couldn't get along in Europe. Next week, we're celebrating Thanksgiving. What was Thanksgiving about? Christian pilgrims had to leave Europe because Christians were massacring each other on small differences. Okay, Catholic and Protestant were the two primary culprits. 5 to 15 million Christians were wiped out in Europe at that time. So a bunch of them got on a boat and they landed on Plymouth Rock. When they got off Plymouth Rock, some Native Americans came and said, "Here, we're going to help you survive." What did they do? Oh, this land's pretty cool. More of you should come. They came, and one of the largest wiping out
Bro's just giving us a history. Yeah, this is in our land. Yeah.
of people on earth.
I like it. They're like, oh, get out of our country. Get out of our... It's not even your country. You stole this land.
Began. I wish it was a Christian nation, bro.
We wish this country operated by the Bible.
I wish it did, but it never did. That's why they made it a secular nation, because they couldn't even figure out which denomination.
The founding fathers, all of them agreed that this is not a Christian nation. And the church and politics are separate. The church and the house are separate.
To run by, which Bible to use, whether it's the King James or the Protestant Bible, which is why they founded it as a secular nation.
So let's take a look at this protest.
Happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
Let's take a look at this protest, by the way.
By the way for a Muslim to combat this, like if I was in charge of the Muslim group in Dearborn, I'd tell them just ignore them. Don't go out. Or, I mean, go out, like obviously, but just let them be. Ignore them, pay them no attention. There might be some Quran burning. I think that's bacon in his hand, as if we're scared of bacon. We don't even eat bacon, so if anything, pigs should be scared of Christians.
We've taken the streets of Dearborn.
Is that
Bro,
one-eyed Dajjal over there?
I don't know.
The one that always talks bullshit?
I don't think that's him.
That looks just like him.
I don't think that's him. But, bro, it's so funny how they carry around bacon like we're afraid of it.
What is this guy?
Didn't I just say that? I just said that. Like, what do you mean? Oh, bacon. Oh no.
Like, if anything, pigs are afraid of you because you eat them. They want
I think Sonia and I just see eye to eye. Like, this is a connection. We're thinking the same things here.
Muslims to come around the pigs. A Muslim walks in the room, they're like this. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
It's like those Chick-fil-A signs where the cow's like, yes, eat chicken. You ever know those advertisements? I just want to also prelude this, or maybe we'll wait till we see some of the more content. Go ahead. I got something important to. I got a message for you.
But what do these guys think Jesus is gonna say to them when they return? Like, Jesus didn't eat.
Again, I don't think. Okay, not the leader. Okay, because their leader is obviously he's not really there for the actual. He doesn't believe what he's saying. He's obviously paid. As for the people following, yeah, I guess this is a good point because what would your prophet or God say? I guess.
Pork.
He kept kosher. You want to prove it to them?
You
Please,
think when
please
Jesus,
pull it up on
you think,
ChatGPT.
you think when Jesus returned,
Yeah, Jesus was a devout Jew. He followed the Jewish Judaic law. So yeah, he definitely did not eat pork. Yeah.
he's gonna be like, "Oh, pork fried rice. I've been dying to try this."
Please pull it up on ChatGPT, bro. Please pull it up on
Enough
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Just
What?
pull it up on ChatGPT.
What?
Just put, did Jesus eat pork? Please, bro. Please. Just educate the Christians, please. So wait, so God told them not
So as you could see, you could
to
pause
take them
it.
for a ride.
No, he didn't eat pork.
Book. He
Let's just zoom
the
past that.
example of God.
No,
Isn't
but-
God? Wouldn't God be the greatest example of how to live? Moses and Abraham, and Muslims follow the teachings of actually all the prophets because none of them ate pork. Why you're allowed to, or Paul, or a pagan Roman, pretty much is who's taught you all this stuff because none of the
Yeah,
prophets
Paul.
of God touched swine. It's even in your books. Imagine, let's just start from there and how contradictory they are. Christians are peace and loving people, yet they go on and attack.
So obviously, the Christian community might say that the New Testament and the covenant, and now it's allowed. Obviously, this is all through Paul. So
Agonize and attack people while they're praying. Such loving
Christians.
people.
These
Such
are,
love
I
your
wouldn't-
enemy.
I
You're
wouldn't-
loving your enemy.
Christians, by the way, the average Christian is not doing this shit.
No, they're not. But we're
These
talking
are
about radicals.
Extremists.
Radicals.
Christian extremists.
extremists,
Radicals.
radicals.
What should we call them?
I don't know. I condemn Muslim radicals. Do you?
Should we call them Christus?
Do you?
Should we make up a new word for them like they do for
Christerisms. I don't know. But do you condemn? I condemn extremists of any kind. You?
Obviously.
For the record, I condemn anyone that wants to harm, fight, hurt, or take the life of anyone for having different ideas or opinions or religions. We condemn it unilaterally. Will you Christians condemn violence that's done in your name all across the globe?
So there's actually like some interesting backstory to this. I don't know if you looked into it much, but
America is a Christian country.
Yo.
Go back across the sea.
You can even see the military cut. Yeah, this dude was definitely part of the IDF. What is this? Vandalism? Am I seeing vandalism?
This is America first. This is America only.
America first, but they are dying.
Let's see.
Tries to burn a Quran, I will be one of the first to put out.
Did they? They definitely tried to burn a Quran. I don't really see it as a big deal for a few. Like, obviously it upsets me, but again, one, jealousy, two, that's the proper way to dispose of a verse. Like, if something has like a Quranic verse and you need to like, you don't throw it away in the trash. So you could just burn it so that way it's not thrown in the trash or in a filthy spot. So it's not really the biggest deal in the world. If you want to grab the Quran and just start stepping on it and all that, again, that's just between you and God. So I would not want to be you on the Day of Judgment. And it speaks more on your character. But the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he had to endure a lot more than this. You know, there was people that would try to step on him when he's prostrating to God, people that would throw camel intestines and organs on him while he's praying. So here he got a lot more disrespect than what's going on here. But let's just see what they're talking about like a minute in. I don't want to make this video too long, 15-20 minutes max.
Island boys, island boys.
He's a little obnoxious, this
Right?
guy.
It's always fake news with them, right? It's fake news.
Fake news.
Until it's about
It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
It's all fake news when they're like this, like this, with taxes, with war, with $40 trillion in debt, $1 trillion interest.
Okay, he's talking about the real enemies. The Jews.
alone. Drug abuse, families being ripped apart. Everything done in your name as Americans, and we're telling you it's the same fake news. It's fake
It's
news.
all fake news. It's phony stuff.
Now, let's
It
look
But
didn't
at
it's not
happen.
fake news anymore, right?
Look-
You guys are clowns.
So let's look with this Goomba Jake Lang. That's his name, right? Jake Lang.
Goomba.
Clowns.
So look what he ended up actually doing.
They want to pepper spray our people.
He's got a Quran and lighter fluid.
But wasn't that vandalism? Was he not arrested?
So they want to pepper spray our people. We'll show them what's up.
He can't spray pray. Was he arrested for
No.
vandalism?
No.
Muhammad was a pedophile and a rapist.
A'udhu billah.
So he goes to try to set it on fire. Someone takes it away.
He says, I think he's saying, don't beg it, man. Don't beg it. So obviously what he's trying to do is he's trying to start a fight so he could get his ass whooped and then say, oh, look what the Muslims did to me. This is why I'm saying, yeah, would it be nice to beat him up? Would it be nice to confront this man and, show him who's boss? Yeah, but that's not how you win these kinds of wars. You win them through peace. You can conquer the body, but you can't conquer the souls. And honestly, as much as you'd love to, it's best to ignore these people. Don't give them attention. Like, imagine if they went out and they did their protest and no Muslim even acknowledged their existence and they still did every single thing that they were supposed to do that day. That would be much more humiliating than the attention, because this is a cry for help. This is a cry for attention. We got nurses protesting. They've been protesting for months. It's been 3-4 months they've been protesting. We're not getting paid enough. They left their jobs and the hospital literally replaced them within that week. And they've been there just camping. It's cold outside and they want me to honk their cars. I'm always ignoring them because it's a cry for attention. It's childish, it's pathetic, and it's not going to change anything. So just let them do their thing. First Amendment right, freedom of speech. Let them go out there and embarrass themselves publicly and just continue to. Again, this is just extreme jealousy. That's the best way to put it.
Now let me just show you what he was actually trying to burn. So I just asked ChatGPT, can you share some verses about what the Quran says of Jesus and Mary? Let's take a look together. Quran.
Yeah, she was chosen above all women, obviously a devotion period. Mary is the only woman in the Quran that's mentioned by name. All of them are they're not mentioned by name. The only woman that actually had the honor of being mentioned by name is Mary. So she has a extreme. I mean, we could take a look.
Mary, indeed, God gives you glad tidings of a word from him, who said, we love Jesus. In a journal, you shouldn't burn it. I can't even fathom how sick and disgustingly black non-violent against an authoritarian government, usually triggered by.
So this is what the people in charge are doing with the color revolution, the Zionistic movement.
These movements frequently seen in post-communist states use tactics like and making one of the best documentaries on YouTube.
By God's will.
If not the best, inshallah, by God's will.
Shout out to Brother Osama.
To show you guys what's really going on there.
Shout out to Brother Osama.
To show you guys how radical and extreme and evil these people are.
This guy should be ashamed
I
of himself.
believe they're going to cancel the 6:30 City Hall meeting because everybody's chimping the fuck out. They're chimping the fuck out. I don't have bananas.
Now, can I say something here?
Sure.
You want my advice, Muslims?
That's such L rage bait. Oh, bananas.
Dearborn, none of you go out. None of you respond.
Yeah.
Seriously, I feel like they're going to try to set you up. I feel like they're going to try to use your community to create some type of event because they need a distraction. The world is so awake now. If I was the mayor of Dearborn, I would tell all of you just to stay home. Literally all of you stay home. Let them march, bro. Let them exercise their First Amendment. You going out there and acting stupid and crazy, I understand you're hurt. Let them. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was mocked during prayer. Okay? I want to remind you of this story. Did the Prophet have camel?
At this point, just put me on the podcast with them. I'm connecting all the dots before even watching. That's crazy. This is the exact same thing that I just said earlier.
Thrown on him, right? Camel bowels, intestines. Short answer, yes, something very close to that happened. It's one of the most famous incidents in early Islam.
So we can actually read it. The Prophet Muhammad did not have entire camels thrown at him, but he did have the bloody filthy intestines of a camel, stomach, guts, organs dumped onto his back while he was in sujood, which is prostration. It was done by Uqba ibn Abi Muayyad. Muayyad?
The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, did not have entire camel thrown on him, completely prostrated. Okay?
Head on the ground.
The Prophet was praying near the Kaaba. His enemies placed the intestines of a slaughtered camel on his back. He remained in sujood until his daughter came and removed it.
Damn,
Then he made a
stayed
prayer.
down.
Yeah, he stayed down. Let them, bro. Do not fall for the trap. Christians don't fall for the trap. They want to create a war. They need to justify another 30 years of invasion, incursion, oppression, murder. And it only benefits one group the most. We don't need to mention their names. But
The ones you can't criticize.
the ones, tell me who has power. I'll tell you who
The
you can't talk
chosen
about.
ones.
I'm begging you. Muslims of Dearborn. Stay home.
Is there anything
If
more
you hear there's
interesting?
another rally, just stay. That's what they're probably going to do. Stay home.
Bro.
Garbage. Irish and Italians were treated like shit in America. White Christians that they're, I promise you.
A nightmare.
Yeah.
Now, let's see what some of the kids had to say in Dearborn about what was going on. What, he looks like he's 14 years old?
No, that's not what we're gonna do. Because the moment I touch the Quran is the moment I have to do something about it. Yeah.
No, you don't.
What about like if it was the
Yeah.
Bible? How would you feel the same way? If
We don't touch the Bible. You don't see Arabs going around burning the Bible.
Our religion is to respect every other religion.
Our religion, we respect the elders, respect.
There's no videos of Muslims burning Bibles, but don't pay people to do it. No Muslim on earth can burn the Torah or their Bible.
Completely haram. You want to be burning in hell like this? Ah! Then
Can't.
burn the Bible.
Can't.
We don't do that to the Bible, so you don't do that to us.
You see, if we really
Okay,
did like
so-
you guys, all these cops.
As a professional, the overall image is a paid agent here in Dearborn trying to incite some sort of chaos. Shout out to the Dearborn community so far for not reacting violently to them. I mean, I didn't really expect them to do so in the first place, but goes ahead and shows the restraint of the Muslims once again. And yeah, I think that's kind of it. Let's see if there's anything else in here.
Upstairs or downstairs? We're just living it
The
out.
best thing to do right now is stand down, bro. Be an example of peace. Even in the, you don't want to show people what character is? Character is when someone sits there and insults you and treats you like complete shit and you restrain yourself. You have sabr, patience. That's more powerful than any words you could spew back or any hatred you could spew back. Don't be like them. You're supposed to be better than them. Preach beautifully. Show people who you are.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's how Islam was spread in the beginning anyways. It was spread by mannerisms. So we love that. I want to try something. What if I were to remove display? Oh. I wanted to see if I could switch between displays and stuff. I'll have to play around with that later, but there is another episode. 23 minutes in, not too long. All right. Peace.